Hello friends, it's Kelly here, and if you saw my last video, then you already know that my New Year's resolution is to complete 6 sketchbooks. These are sketchbooks that are already in progress and have been in progress for several years in the case of some of them. And I'd really love to be able to just be working in one sketchbook at a time. And so in order to do that, I want to wrap up the sketchbooks I already have in progress. So today I'm going to give myself an easy win and finish up one of these smaller sketchbooks. It only has 9 pages left to go, and that's just going to feel good to complete something and cross one off the list right away. And because they're very small pages, I know we can get this done here in one sitting. And going into this sketchbook session, I don't really have a strong plan for what I'm going to draw. When I am not sure what I want to draw, I usually just go to my Pinterest board specifically for drawing references, or I have an Instagram folder of saved posts as well that kind of give me inspiration or are great references. I highly recommend you do keep some sort of folder somewhere online with like just anything that you see that's inspirational for you or a good reference photo, just so that when you are unsure of what to draw, you can just open that up and pick one at random and just go for it. That way you're also not spending a ton of time just scrolling the internet, looking for that perfect photo or looking for that inspiration, because you already have this folder dedicated to a bunch of inspiration ready to go. I'm personally starting out with something pretty easy. For me, I love drawing people. I love drawing clothes. And so this is kind of a nice warm up to kind of get me going. And it's just something that's in my comfort zone. And so I don't feel like I have to think too hard, and just kind of gets me in the right mindset. This first gal, I'm just using a Precise V5 Pilot pen. This is the extra fine. This is just a pen you can find at almost any office supply store or the office stationery section of your Target or Walmart or wherever you go. It's a very basic pen, but it's one of my favorites. I've talked about it a lot. And just know that it's not an art pen, and so if you do add water to it, it's going to be runny. But if you're just using pen, it's my favorite to use, so that's what I'm doing here. I've ended up doing the proportions a little off with this gal, and if I did it exactly to the reference image, the end of the bottom of her skirt, the hem of her skirt would not fit on the page, but the hem of her skirt is what's exciting to me because it has all these folds and layers and things. And so I'm just making her skirt really short so that I can fit it on the page. And I am switching pens for the next one. This is the Micron 05 pen. These are my second favorite pens because they are waterproof. They come in a variety of different tip sizes, and I can add some more shading and things here, and it won't bleed and run through the page. So I highly recommend those as well. This gal is also just based off of a Pinterest photo. I really love the flowers in her hair, and she's just wearing a fun, cute outfit. You'll have to let me know down in the comments what your goal for 2025 is, creatively at least. Like if you have a specific goal, if you're trying to draw like every other day, or if you're trying to finish a sketchbook or anything like that. I just love to hear what other people are up to and what other people are, striving for this year. I'm trying to keep it simple and just complete some of the sketchbooks I already have. Like I said, I've gone a little too hard in the past. Actually, this sketchbook that I'm working in right now originally started out as a finish this sketchbook in a week challenge that I did last year. And I've talked about this in another video, but my attempt to do that challenge left me with a bunch of wrist pain. I stopped making art and I stopped making videos for a really long time because of that pain. So that was my hard lesson to learn that hopefully you can learn from too and not make the same mistake. But just keep your goals fairly easy, fairly achievable. Don't go too hard too fast, because if you're wanting to finish an entire sketchbook in a week or in a day or something, those things can be done, definitely, and those things are really fun YouTube videos to watch, but they are or could be dangerous to you. And just make sure you're stretching. If you're sketching along, just take a break. Let's all stretch a little bit and then get back to it. Just be careful, make your goals attainable so that you don't set yourself back further than you'd want to be. I really love how this gal turned out. I think she's super cute too, so super fun. I just, a nice, easy way to get into the swing of things. So for my next spread here, I want to get out my Posca pens. I love these Posca paint pens. I have a video where I'm comparing a bunch of different brands of paint pens, acrylic paint pens. I've tried Liquitex and Molotow and Montana, the Montana ones, and the Posca. And Posca is my favorite. I think at this point in time, I would say Montana is my second favorite, because it's been several months now, and my Liquitex one that just gets it leaks everywhere. My Molotow one also has this weird leak to it. The Montana ones are great. Posca is the best though. They just are. They don't have a lot of colors in the biggest size, which is a bummer because I love the big size, but I just got a bunch of new Posca markers for Christmas, and they're the smaller size. What size are they? This size says PC-3M, if you know what that means. They're one of the smaller sizes, which has been really, really fun to work with, because before that I just had the original PC-5M shape size, and that one has been really great too, but especially in a small sketchbook, it's been nice to use really tiny nibs. And obviously I'm using both the 5M and the 3M in this sketchbook spread, but just so you know, I love Posca, and I'm excited to keep growing my Posca collection, because it's really opened up this whole new world of color for me. Before this, I've really been ink centric, really. Ink has always been my favorite medium, but Posca might be challenging that, because it's so easy to use color and then just put it away easily. It's hard for me in my schedule to get out a bunch of paints and then paint for 3 hours. I'm much more of a sit down, do 5 minutes and then leave and come back to it. My brain is just too scattered sometimes to be sitting down and doing everything at once. Although this video itself is a counter to that, because obviously I'm sitting down and working on everything at once. But all of that to say, I love the Posca paint pens, and I have just been able to explore color so much more than I ever have. And I even this page, I just love how this turns out, and And of course, I've been with the Posca markers exploring a lot more like words and lettering in my work as well, especially with these smaller sketchbooks. And something I've been thinking a lot about and kind of working through in my mind is that I am weird. And like when I was younger, weird was a bad word, basically. You don't want to be weird. You don't want to, calling other people weird is mean, and people called me weird a lot. And I don't know how the greater public interprets that word anymore, but like for me personally, weird has definitely become a badge of honor and something that like I've realized is just inherently true about myself. Like I am weird. But that doesn't have to be a bad thing. And so it's like, if I find other people who are weird, it's like, this is a good thing, you know, thank goodness you're weird. Yes, I am weird. Like I can just say definitively, I am weird, and it can be a good thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. So I'm just embracing that part of myself, that weird part of myself. And so I wanted to put that in here as well. Moving on to the next spread here, using another Pinterest photo of a street. And I really love looking at buildings, and I love seeing interesting details on buildings. So I like to draw them. You know, there's not too much to say about this one. I don't have any strong opinions. It just kind of turns out all right. So I hope you don't mind if we just listen to some music here and enjoy some drawing space. And there we have it, a nice street view here. I really botched a lot of the perspective and details and everything. I think I'm starting to get a little tired from drawing here. Definitely not feeling the inspiration as much already after, 3 sketchbook spreads. And yeah, but that's all right. Not every spread can be a winner, and you just got to keep making art, even if it doesn't sit the best with you. And I am so close to completing this sketchbook, so I just have to keep going. I only have 3 pages left. So even though I am losing inspiration, I'm not going to use a reference photo this time. I just want to play with these Posca pens some more and do something fun, kind of make a little design or something. So flowers are often something that I gravitate to if I don't know what to draw. And sometimes for me, I think I don't know, I'm a flower enthusiast. Even though I don't know the names of almost any flowers, I love to take pictures of flowers when I'm out on my walks. So I have an enormous amount of like backlogged like floral references. Here I'm not using a reference, I'm just kind of doodling, but yeah, I love drawing flowers. I love it. While we're hanging out here, my other 5 sketchbooks that I have to finish this year, they're all different sizes, you know, they're all different paper textures and things like that. But some of them have a lot of pages. So this is definitely the easiest of the 6 to complete. But some of them I have been working on for over 5 years and have just always been sitting in my to be completed pile. And yeah, I'm just so ready to kind of narrow that pile down. I'm still not sure exactly, like once I do eventually finish all those sketchbooks, I'm still not sure how many sketchbooks I actually want to have at a single time, because I do recognize that some sketchbooks are better for certain things than others. Like sometimes I want thinner paper and sometimes I need thicker paper. And obviously a smaller sketchbook is so much easier to travel with, and a big sketchbook obviously I would just keep at home. So yeah, but I'm not sure exactly if I would maybe want to do 2 sketchbooks at a time or what, but I just like the idea, and I've always liked the idea of having just like one sketchbook at a time, because you can very, very clearly see your progress like within one sketchbook. Whereas if you are using multiple at once, like I am now, it's like your progress is kind of spread out throughout all of them. Plus, your sketchbooks just take so much longer to complete because you are using, you know, so many at a time. So I think it would just be fun to narrow it down a little bit. Let me know how many sketchbooks you're using right now. Do you have 6 or more sketchbooks sitting around that are half used? Because I feel like that's gotta be pretty common. I can't be the only one. So there's my little doodle page. Kind of fun, trying to do some different shapes and things, and use some kind of primary colors, and yeah, it turned out all right. And now we're on to the final page here. So the reference image I'm going to use is just myself. This is going to be an outfit, or inspired by an outfit that I wore recently. I'm kind of in a fashion phase where I'm taking pictures of all the outfits that I really like, that I wear a lot, and kind of seeing if I can narrow down what kind of clothes I actually like to wear, because I want to feel like put together and confident. I work in an office, so I want to feel like I am put together, but also myself. I've never been super excited about fashion, but like I am at a place where I want to feel like I'm put together, like I feel like I'm grown up, like I feel like I belong in the office, right? While also not trying to be like just suit and tie type of person, and still be myself. So I'm trying to discover that. I'm trying to figure out what I enjoy wearing, what I feel comfortable in. I just want to like be confident in what I'm wearing. So I've been taking a lot of pictures of myself, a lot of pictures of my outfits, and trying to catalog them, and catalog how often I wear things and stuff like that. So I can kind of narrow in on what, you know, clothing items I want to keep, and which ones that I don't need, or which ones I need to replace, and all that kind of stuff. So that's been kind of my other creative journey right now. So yeah, just want to draw some of that. I have thought it could be fun to do like a drawing, you know, goal of like drawing every outfit that I wear in a month or something, or maybe just a week. And I think it would be fun because I do love drawing clothes, and right now I'm kind of in that fashion mindset. So maybe I'll do that in the future. Let me know if you'd like to see that. But there we go. There is our final page. So we've made it. We have completed 9 pages of this sketchbook. Please let me know which sketchbook spread is your favorite. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 spreads plus the extra one at the end. So there we go. I can cross one off of the list and move on to another one to get through. Definitely make sure you're subscribed so you can see the entirety of what is in this sketchbook. I will have a sketchbook tour very soon to walk through all of these with you. And yeah, we've got a lot more drawing to do, a lot more creativity to explore. So I hope that you'll join me the rest of this year, and happy creating. I'll talk to y'all soon.